All right, hey guys, we have a really cool, really easy install we're going to be doing today. You can see we have the all-new 67 Designs rail mount for the Jeep JK. You'll notice it uses the same JK base, but now it has a section of the rail attached that you've seen in the JL and JT mounts. It's pretty cool. And then we have some new balls to go along with that. We have our 3M VHB material like before, and then you can see it now just has two bolts holding that rail section on. All right, along with that, we also have some extra balls with our GoPro mount, an Allen key that comes with the balls. We have our matte black arm, which is really nice. I prefer that over the polished. And then, of course, our universal phone mount. It's pretty cool. All right, the only tool that we're going to really need for this is a socket wrench with a short extension and a 7mm socket. All right, let's get to it. All right, so normally you just have a little plastic tray sitting right here that you'd simply pull up on to remove and then undo this bolt for this install. But if you remember back to what I believe was my first video, we did an install of this 67 Designs double ball mount for the Jeep JK, so we're going to start by removing that first. Take our socket wrench. Okay, and then we'll put that in a safe place and hold on to that for our reinstall. And then I'm not really sure how this is going to go because we have that adhesive on there, so I'm thinking if I just gently lift off, I'm going to try to take as much of this adhesive with me as I possibly can so I have less to clean off. Oh, beautiful. And it pretty much came off. Okay, not as nice as I would have liked, but it's a start. All right, now we're gonna have to get the rest of this adhesive material off of here, and I think that's gonna be the hardest part of this install. Almost there. So like I've said before, a big part of this install is simply the prep work. You want to make sure that this area right here and then this edge right along here are nice and clean so that VHB material has a really nice surface to bond to. All right, let's let that dry and then we'll get our new holder installed. Okay, now that we know our surface is nice and clean and it's all prepped and ready to go, we're gonna take our new base and very carefully peel these adhesive covers off. See right there. Okay, and then we're going to use our screw, you see right there, and then very carefully place this over the hole, and I'm going to use the screw and screw it in just a little bit just to locate exactly where I need this to be, and then ever so gently press it into place with nice, gentle, even pressure. And you don't want to screw this up because you really only get one shot at it. And judging by what I just had to do to remove that material, you do not want to redo this. Okay, and then we're gonna take our socket. And you don't need to crank this down super hard, just get it nice and tight. Okay. And just keep giving it some nice even pressure just to make sure it bonds really well. And I believe 67 Designs recommends to let this set for 24 hours before you actually put an arm on it and start letting it bear weight. But it looks pretty good though. All right. Yeah, it looks good. Okay, now let's get our other balls on there. Get everything in place where we want it. So I think this guy is going to be for my phone holder. You can see that with all three balls on there, we're going to be kind of limited on space. So what I recommend doing on these arms is putting these little wing nuts to the outside. Okay. And I think this guy is going to sit maybe right like that. our GoPro mount right there. And then our third ball will go right there. And then we'll tighten these down in just a moment. Okay. I think that's going to be good. All right, as you can see, it's a pretty simple install, and then you can loosen this up and then we can get access to these Allen bolts right there. Perfect. All right, guys, I'm pretty pleased. When I put my double ball base on, I thought it couldn't get any better than that. But then, 67 Designs said, hold my beer. And I really like this. Now I can have 2 phone mounts or a phone mount, and then an iPad mount, and then a GoPro, or any combination. All right, right on. Well, let's get this all adjusted and finish up. All right, guys, well, here we have our double ball base that we just took off. Like I said, I did not think it could get any better, but it did. That's our before, and then here's our after. Overall, like I said, I'm pretty pleased. I think it looks really good. I think it's going to work out really well, especially for making videos and content and whatnot. Well, as always, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. As always, make sure you hit the notification bell so you get updates about all my new content, and feel free to subscribe. All right, you guys take it easy.